Perfect. So I have Karen here with me, who's gone through the Weight Loss Mastery Academy program, and she has kindly agreed to jump on here with me today to share her experience with the program and also some thoughts and feedback potentially for anyone else out there that is considering joining the coaching program. So Karen, let's get started. Can you briefly introduce yourself and just share a little bit about your overall weight loss journey?
Hi, I'm Karen. I am a wife and a mother to three children, one teenager, one almost teenager, and a 9-year-old. I've struggled with my weight most of my life, even though I was very sporty as a teenager. Once I stopped playing sport, the weight came on and wouldn't leave. So when I saw Antonia's message on Facebook, I thought, oh, this sounds like me. I'm almost 50 in a few months and definitely in that perimenopausal category. And yeah, it's been great.
Great. And what prompted you to I guess, or what motivated you to start your journey and seek professional help, opposed to just kind of doing it on your own?
I had gestational diabetes in all 3 of my pregnancies. So my doctor and the practice nurse have been monitoring me fairly closely so that I don't develop type 2 diabetes properly. And I had some very high readings in my blood tests that I have every 6 months. And so I thought I really needed to try something different.
Yeah. And what were your initial goals before you started jumping on board with the academy? And did you achieve your goals that you set yourself out?
I wanted to be healthier. I wanted to have more energy to play with my kids and do activities with them. I also wanted to lose some weight and also to get some of those blood test results down to a more manageable level.
Yeah, I love that. And can you describe any specific strategies or techniques that sort of helped you succeed with, dropping the 15 kilos and making those changes?
I think being focused on tracking, also changing my own mindset to myself, like writing down my goals and not beating myself up when a week might not have gone quite to plan. Meal planning was good too, writing down at the start of every week the meals that we were having, and making sure that I could have those meals the same as the family, because that was really important to me, that I wasn't cooking multiple meals for people at night.
Yes, absolutely. That's really, really big. And you can only do that for so long. But after a full day of work, the last thing you want to do is actually cook separate meals for yourself and for your family. So that's really good that you were able to obviously implement that as well, so that you wouldn't have to cook separate meals. Now, losing weight is never a straight journey. So I'd love to know any particular challenges and obstacles that you potentially faced along the way and how you managed to navigate those and essentially overcome them.
Probably the biggest obstacle I had in my journey was the fact that I have a slipped disc in my back, which meant that certain high impact exercises I couldn't really do. I was going to the gym at the same time and finding that I couldn't cope with the boot camps anymore. There was just too much pain. So that was probably the biggest obstacle, was working out which exercises I could do safely and not injure myself more. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that, because it's all about keeping yourself safe. And essentially, there's so many different ways you can go about it. And most of the traction you're always going to get from your nutrition and your stress management and overall just being more active. But it's great that you are able to push through that and to actually, instead of it, setting you back thinking, oh, I can't do what I used to do, you're looking ahead and you actually saying, okay, well, this works, this still keeps me safe, so that you could still move your body and continue to make progress. How do you find the coaching program kind of supported you throughout this journey?
I think it's been really good because the members of the group, we all know that we can Facebook Messenger you if we've got a question. We can ask questions on the coaching calls on the Thursday night, which were really very helpful. Even just talking between ourselves and the members sometimes, you know, we're able to pick each other's brains, and somebody might think of something that you hadn't thought of, and then you might be able to offer some advice to somebody who's asked for it. So I think the whole environment's been very supportive.
Yeah, oh, that's great to hear, because at the end of the day, it's so much easier and more enjoyable if you're surrounded by like-minded women who know what it's like to have those hormonal changes, and to perhaps struggle, you know, jumping from one diet to another without getting the results. So just knowing that, you know, there is other women in the group that do, you know, kind of have your back and also support you, and that no question is a silly question, and just having a place. So it's really important for me, from a coaching perspective, to make sure that everyone does feel supported and does get the accountability. So yeah, that's great to hear. How has achieving your current to date, your weight loss goals, you've done incredibly well, you've lost 15 kilos, impacted other areas in your life, such as potentially relationships, confidence, or things like daily activities?
It's definitely given me more energy to do things, and do things a little bit more out of my comfort zone, like activities with the children that I wouldn't have felt okay about perhaps doing before I lost some weight. An example was we went to Australia as a family for a holiday last year, and roller coasters and things, and that's something that I probably wouldn't have had the confidence to go on, being slightly larger perhaps. And going clothes shopping is now quite awesome, because I don't really know what size I am, to be fair, but it's nice walking into shops and trying things on and actually finding things that fit and look really good.
Yeah, I love that, because normally what happens is you dread getting up in the morning. You're like, oh, what am I going to wear? And, you know, you're seeking just something that is comfortable and something that doesn't pinch you. So the thought of going shopping for most women is quite, you know, it's a dreadful thought. It's not enjoyable. But when you actually find stuff that, you know, feels good and looks good at the same time, that's quite a relief. And then, you know, that brings the joy back into going clothes shopping. And I also like what you said about the size, because essentially it doesn't matter about the size, because the way that things are manufactured, you know, you might be you know, one size in one shop, and then you try something else on and you might be the size up or down. So the size is not really relevant, but I love the fact you're able to also you know, enjoy physical activities. With 3 kids, I know there's certainly on your toes, that's for sure. So, and it's all about, you know, having that, you know, freedom to move your body a bit more and to do the things that essentially bring you a lot of joy as well. So lastly, would you, after your experience going through the Weight Loss Mastery program, would you recommend it to anyone else out there that is perhaps looking at getting some coaching done and following a plan that is specifically designed for women?
Absolutely. In fact, I've seen work colleagues that haven't seen me for a while, and have all gone, wow, you look amazing. And I've gone, well, I'm doing this. And I've told them. So yeah, definitely would recommend it 100%.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for your kind words today. And it's so reassuring when, you know, when other people actually comment on the way that you look, because it's one thing looking in the mirror and actually recognizing the new person, right? But when other people unexpectedly actually point out and say, oh, what are you doing? Or you're looking great, and, you know, what changes have you made? That's, like, to me, that's one of the best feelings ever. So I'm really happy that, you know, other people around you have actually recognized that as well, and are noticing the difference. And hopefully, essentially, we can create that, you know, ripple effect and that positive take, and embrace women to know that you don't have to eat a super low calorie diet and do all of those things. You just got to have that sustainable approach, and it will make your journey a lot more enjoyable, because essentially you can incorporate certain foods that bring you joy, and it is the journey essentially that's the destination. And I think it's very easy nowadays in the dieting mentality to really just be so obsessed about the end goal, but it's all of those little things that you are able to share with me here that make all the difference, like having more energy, increasing confidence, and just making sure that your health is taken care of, and that you take care of yourself by sleeping enough, and also incorporating some stress management. All of those things are so important. And at the end of the day, yes, like most people come into coaching wanting to lose weight, but it's essentially the quality of life and longevity as well. So the picture is just so much bigger than just wanting to lose weight. But gosh, it's been very inspirational talking with you today, and I do appreciate your honesty and your feedback. And yeah, for anyone else obviously watching, if they are sitting on the fence, hopefully Karen has been to me very inspirational, and it's been great sort of following her along and guiding her and supporting her. But it's just always good to get that feedback and the view from someone else essentially watching. So thank you so much for that, Karen.
No problem. Thank you so much for your help, your advice, being just at the end of the phone, and yeah, it's been great.
Oh, awesome.